Okay, welcome back to part 2 where we are putting the new parts in. Now, as you can see, I have stripped all of the wire off of here, all of that old crap that I was using. It just, it was not making good connections. So I bought some brand new 18 gauge hookup wire. It should be here tomorrow, and so once that gets here, we'll start fresh and we will make this thing pretty like it should be. We'll start with the switch. Now, I have my handy dandy diagram here that, oddly enough, did not come with it. I had to go find this on their web page, but fortunately it was pretty easy to find, and so I'm not gonna knock them off points for that. And really, the main thing I need that for right now is to tell me which way to point it. And what it's telling me is it wants to go this way because the lugs want to be toward the pickups. So we will take these out and let's just go ahead. It wants to sit in there just like that. Alright, this switch, I should add, is considerably sturdier and heavier than the old one as well, and I have a feeling it is going to stand up to the less than stellar treatment I can tend to give a guitar at times, much better than the other one would. So there's that one. Get that one in there and get it started. This thing is giving me trouble. It was giving me trouble earlier when I was just trying to put it into the unit to keep track of the screw. So that's better. It's always nice when the equipment cooperates. Using Pop Gordon's little trick of turning it backwards until it clicks to get the threads in place. He was a fine old gentleman. And that's that. That's all it takes to install that. Pickups, they're going to be, a little more complicated. So, let's get started. Now, you remember last time I said that I'm cheap? Make that stingy. This needs to go from here to there. You see how much wire I have. My problem is I'm too stingy to cut it because someday I might need that extra length. This is the way my brain works. It probably comes from 25 years of living hand to mouth, living in poverty, but some of it I think is just natural too. So I'm gonna plead that I was born that way. All right, pickup time. First one, if I can get it into the frame here. The first one is the JB model. This is the bridge pickup. I remembered that because of the letter B. So let's go ahead. We will pull this out of here. Now it's got the plastic covering on it, and that's going to stay there until I'm mighty good and ready for it to come off, because it's protecting it. Alright, so my pickup is going to go in there like that. Oh, that is a beautiful fit. I like it. Okay, now I gotta go back here to the box, find the springs and the screws, which are of course down in the bottom. So here we go. I'm using the top of the pickup case as a hold stuff thing. So that's what I call it. Don't make fun of me. Alrighty. we poke through there. We put the spring on. That is a much stronger spring than the other pickup had too. Which means when it goes flying, I may never find it. So, let's try to avoid having that happen. Yeah, like that. I'm sure there's a trick to this. I just don't know what it is. And have never taken the time to find out. So, okay, well, that's one way, because it worked. So, next one. This one's going to get a little trickier because of, where the spring needs to go. And of course the wires have to grab onto everything. I mean, I think that's a universal rule, isn't it? So, we'll go like this. You know, you really need about 4 hands to do this properly. Right at the moment, this stuff can make you feel like you have 3 hands and you don't have control over any of them. So come on, you. Alright. And then it slipped off, yeah. Because naturally it did, so. Oh, stay put, you. Yeah, again, I'm sure actual guitar builders have a technique for doing this. And someday I may ask them what it is. I don't know where that went, but it hit me in the head. I have a feeling this is going to require my magnet to find it. Nope, it's right there. Okay. One of the hardest parts is getting this pick guard itself to stay in one place, because it's not exactly flat on the bottom, assuming it even has a bottom, which could be open to question, I suppose. This is not working. Rather than make you sit here and watch me fumble around like this, I'm going to pause the video. We'll be right back. One thing I like to do when I'm making these videos is show all of my foibles, mistakes, and things I could have done better, because hopefully that means one of you can benefit from that. Now, while we were off camera, I spent a good amount of time fumbling with this thing. As you can see, I finally got it put in there and got it brought up. And then after all that was done, I realized I could do this. The slots in this little TV tray are just perfect for setting it like that. So let's see if that helps me with the other one, which is right there in the hardware. That's interesting. There's only one screw. The other one is stuck to this pad. Okay. So they're all there. They just wanted to hide. Okay. Well, you know what? Ha ha ha. I found you. So there. You're it. All right. Let's do this. I went with the Seymour Duncan pickups for a number of reasons. Partly price. I just like the way they price their products, and I can get really good quality in a price range that suits my budget. You kidding? You're kidding. That takes a slotted screwdriver. Why? Everything uses Phillips. What is the deal here? Well, I guess I gotta go find a screwdriver. Be right back. Alright, I have a screwdriver suitable for driving these screws. Okay, yes, I really thought I was clever coming up with that. Alrighty, so here we go again. Compressing the springs is the hardest part of this. Actually, yeah, getting the compressed spring to stay put is the actual hard part. However, with the pick guard itself staying in place, it's not nearly as difficult as it was when we were flopping all over the table there. So, there's one. Yeah, fall down, see if I care. Okay. It's amazing how much easier this is when things hold still. And there's the other one. Look at that. Compare that to what I was doing with the other one. No, on second thought, don't. Forget what I was doing with the other one. If you're going to install a pickup, do it this way. Find something that'll hold your pick guard still, because it'll save you, let's see, I lost count of how many headaches, but there was a lot of them. So save yourself those headaches and do it this way. So obviously these will need to be adjusted later when it's on the guitar, but I have an idea about what the general height is, and so I'm going to go ahead and put them there right now to save trouble and fuss later. Alrighty, that is that. Next, we need to install these controls. Now, I'm a little torn because once I have these in here, these may be a little difficult to access with my wire, but I'm going to go ahead and put them in as they sit and see what happens. So we will begin in the usual way. We have two nuts here. We have a lock washer and we have a standard washer, and I'm not sure what order this thing wants them to go in, but I'm going to go like this. So I know the 2 is for adjusting the height of the control. I'm not too concerned about that. I'm just going to eyeball it, and I may actually take that second nut off. But we've got these points sticking up here, and so I don't want it to go beyond those because I don't want them digging into the plastic. The next question is which way to point it. I'm going to go like that. So we will go ahead put that on there. May as well go ahead and cinch it down a little so it's not spinning on me. And then we get the other one and do the same thing. Alrighty. I'm not sure what the lock washer is supposed to accomplish, but for me, it's just, for me right now, it's just there. So we'll spin that on down. Then we put it in here like that. Try to pick up the washer and realize that this is what happens when you bite your fingernails. Alrighty, there we go. And everything is in place. I'm going to go through later on and try to clean up some of these marks on the plastic, clean some of the dirt off the underside and whatnot. But for now, until that hookup wire gets here, which it has not arrived yet, Amazon is supposed to deliver it later today. Until it gets here, that's as much as I can do. But is that looking good or what? And once I get the new wire, we will put it all together, put the capacitor in and all of that stuff, and we will make it pretty. So, until then, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.